Hello there, I hope you like apples, because today I am building a wonderful little apple-focused small business lot. So, think apple orchard with business that specializes in selling jam and nectar made from said apples. So, on the surface, it's just a nice little business. I like to envision that it's like been renovated from like an older ranch slash farm that had a house and a barn, and they turned the house into the business shop side of things, and then the barn is like still one part a barn and one part where the family just chills. So, and the employees, of course, they can take breaks, it's okay. I do think like it would be nice also if you are more renovationally inclined, you could like adjust, like forget the small business thing, renovate the shop part, make it the house, make the renovated barn fully a barn again, and just, good old standard ranch vibes. Throw some horses in there, keep the mini goats and sheep frolicking, forget about so many apples, but maybe keep a few apples because your horses might appreciate those apples. Because I was thinking about, this would be nice for that too. But I have a separate idea for, I do want to build, a proper ranch. Which might still be a small business, because I do want to be like, yes, come see my adorable little animals. But this was about, ultimately, the canning of the apples first. And then I was like, wait, nectar's a thing. That too. I've also tried to keep it with a reasonable red and green theme to be, apple themed. So on the surface, this is just, a nice apple orchard family business vibe. There's some nice outdoor areas to hang out on. The focus is more on the business. There's a cozy spot inside, if it's not fall and there aren't apples, your customers can still just come have a nice warm drink, chat by the fire. Actually, speaking of the fire, it's a total side tangent, but while I was testing this out / waiting on the apple trees to grow, a couple of Sims randomly died while the business was open. I didn't even notice what was going on until I saw Grim just stood by the fireplace, and I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh, okay, Victor Fang has just casually died. I don't know what happened there. Maybe there was some emotions, who knows. But then a little bit later, Minerva Charm kind of died as well, and the Grim Reaper definitely mocked my sim. And I was very, very confused till I checked my sim and realized she was too warm. So I think the fireplace was making Sims too warm, but they weren't changing clothes or anything to deal with that. I was more impressed because the weather was cold. I was like, did the fireplace make that much difference? Okay. And that is why I don't think I did it while recording, but I added in the thermostat from Seasons just to give those of you that also have Seasons the options of not sacrificing your Sims to the elements for Grim's amusement, I guess. But right, back to the nice apples. The apples and so yeah. Family business, apple orchard, but there's also a little bit of a theme, a backstory, a in-joke inspiration for this build. I feel like this is one of the things that makes more sense if words, am I right? Also, I love the red kitchen. I maybe I do want to build a little cottage. Maybe this is going to make me build some cottage living stuff. But I wanted to do something vaguely more autumn while we're still kind of clinging on to autumn. Even though it's kind of getting colder. And whilst I was finishing up this build, I was getting little Google News alerts. Not alert, notifications on my phone being like, the UK is going to get a cold snap next week. And I was like, okay, cool. Okay, calm down, winter. I'm still trying to enjoy autumn. Trying. Okay. Finish a train of thought, Shrimp. Hi. So, this is completely news for this channel, but if you happen to have followed me more so in Twitch, a sprinkle on my other YouTube, you will be no stranger to my plushy pig, Hamble. Bear in mind that he's a pig, okay? That's relevant for the build. And me and my partner have a wonderful, wonderful, long-running in-joke backstory. I don't really know why it came about, but it came about and it stuck. The Hamble absolutely loves applesauce. Now he's already a pig that his entire imaginary personality is nom-focused. He's all about the food and only about the food. He's Humble Bundle's like mascot, like pig as a plushie, so it's kind of I blame them. I blame them for it all. I don't know what exactly is all, but applesauce. I was like, what if I build him a nice little apple business? And so that's how we got here. Welcome to Hamble, not Hamble's Apple Emporium. Oh, maybe I should call it Apple Emporium. Sorry, while I'm like recording this, I still haven't decided what I'm actually naming it to put it on the gallery. I might just name it Apple Orchard, Apple Small Business, I don't know. There will be a link to the gallery page in the description, so you can see what I ended up naming it, but otherwise my gallery ID is ShrimpChew, and I don't build quite as frequently as I used to, so it will be not hard to find at all. But yeah, so there's a little bit, you'll notice a few pigs around. There's a reason there's an outdoor, like, that they still have mini goats and sheep. Because, you know, there's also maybe a few pigs around that need to blend in like they're real. Which again, I understand that in terms of all of the other animals that have multiple, like, productiveness, you know, like you can get the wool and the milk off the sheep and the goats and the eggs from the chickens, but couldn't we just have pigs? For one, listen, Maxis, we all know there's the trade for meat option on like the chicken coop and the cow llama shed, so like let's be real, you're not avoiding that. Because, I mean, you know what, realistically, if you're farming pigs, I mean, what's gonna happen? But let us just keep pigs with our sheep and our goats, and they can just, you know, walk around, roll in some mud, eat things. Be a great additional source for fertilizer. It doesn't have to be just the horses. Let people who don't have all the space for horses have the pigs to keep their fertilizer supplies strong, okay? And okay, I also get it in the, like, they'd be a bit of an awkward size, wouldn't they? But if you've already wanted the effort of other animals, what's another? Because, like, they're not mini, like the goats and the sheep. Granted, you could just ignore the realisticness of, like, mini pigs and stuff being, like, smaller than farm pigs, but not actually small, and just make them actually mini, you know? This is The Sims. Or make another, like, animal shed for that's just the pigsty. It's only for pigs, for these nice medium-sized animals. You know what? Just like a pack that's just like, here is all of the animals you could ever dream. Well, maybe not all. I get it. It's not Planet Zoo, okay? But, you know, just a few extras, you know? Maybe some donkeys, some pigs. What else do we not already have? You know, I want ducks. If you can do chickens, you can do ducks. Give me actual ducks I can look after, please. Oh, come on. You could throw some Sims whimsy into it and make, you know, one of their colorations be like basically like a rubber duck, or like the special variation. You know, you got your evil gold chickens. Maybe you could have rubber duck-esque ducks. Am I dreaming a bit much? Perhaps. Especially with all of the uncertainty and, well, yeah, well, I say uncertainty, let's be real. There's the certainty, and then there's the, but will they sell off our beloved franchise so someone else can do right by it with less problematic issues tied to it? I hope. I am not a business savvy individual. I had to, like, go into Reddit's Explain Like I'm 5 to understand how the deal even worked, because I was like, why would a company want to sell itself to end up in debt? Before, like, you know, realizing, okay, so it's more like the owners go, ha ha ha, yes, we'll take your money, enjoy the company, goodbye. And less, the owners have to answer to the buyers, I guess. Anyway, I'm optimistically hoping that, like, you know, if enough people don't buy, like, the stuff after the sale probably goes through, maybe like, but people still play, and, you know, it's apparent it's not a dead franchise, that maybe they'll go, fine, this would be more worth to us to sell, and then they sell to someone who gives a shit. I don't really know who, because, like, the life sim genre is, but, like, if they could just cut Maxis and BioWare free and let them do them, okay? And while you're at it, like, let Dead Space go with them, because why wouldn't you just... Sorry. The eternal rage of, oh, what, the really good game sales weren't good enough to warrant the sequel, even though it sold amazingly, but it didn't sell as amazingly as you hoped in, like, crazy numbers. I'm okay. Think happy apple thoughts. You ever been to an apple orchard? Because I'm not... Well, maybe when I was a really little kid, but then was I just around a lot of trees, and now I don't have enough memory to know whether it was a lot of trees or was an actual, like, apple plate. But I don't think I've ever been to an apple orchard. I don't know, it sounds like it would be very nice in the fall. Although... I don't know if I'm having still a gardening bug, or if I just have too many apple trees and they went on strike. But my apple trees are not, like, going to the stage of having fruit. I don't know, maybe I'm impatient, maybe I needed to wait longer. Maybe it's because I cheated them to be full grown, and maybe this is my karma for my impatience. But yeah, so there's the nice apple-themed inside businessy bit. I just want to say before I forget, that in-between bit, I do come back to it. I don't forget about it. I don't know if it's in the recording, but you'll see in the screenshots. It gets apple blossoms. It gets a path. It's okay. It is not abandoned. Hey, look, pigs. Hungry for apple pigs. Watching everywhere for every potential delicious morsel. And hey, if you don't think having a bunch of pigs hanging around the place is hilarious, you can sell them. You can sell them, it's okay. It's okay, I'll explain to the mini sheep and the goats for you where their friends went, it's okay. I don't know. But yeah, so the shop is, you know, by the apple jam, apple nectar, there's the cozy fireplace spot. I also set up a nectar making lessons, things like that'd be fun. Be it like an experience of, like, people can come make their own nectar, learn how to make it, take home their nectar. It would also provide an option outside of autumn when we have the apple trees theoretically in fruit mode. Although, considering how many trees I have in this lot, I do reduce it a bit. You'll see at the end, I do reduce it ever so slightly. But there's still a lot of trees. You're gonna have a lot of apples. Gardening bugs allowing. Or shrimp impatience. I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I don't know. But it's chill. I'm excited to have it run. I feel like the words, the little housey residentially bit, like, it's set up, as you may have seen, for, you could have a small family, or at least, you know, 3 Sims. A couple and an extra sim. Maybe the extra beds for when your employees get real tired. Who knows? But you could just, like I said, family-run business, or you could convert the shop back into a normal house and have it, like, still a family-run business, but not a small business lot. Just run from the home. Options. And yes, there's the ranch, like, information board there for all of your potential animal buying needs, and just a little, like, trying to make this feel like a little wholesome community lot that, you know, people are keeping up to date with each other. There's exciting news. I don't know. I'm I'm not social enough. I'm like, here, have a notice board. Also, don't worry, that annoying discrepancy in the shades of the path, I notice it, I fix it, don't worry, it's annoying me too right now, it's okay. And if you didn't notice it until I said it, then I'm so sorry, but rest assured, it will be fixed. You don't have to worry much longer. Let's see, oh hey, yeah, it's right there. Oh yeah, because I debated which color I actually wanted, and I figured the darker one was a bit more. Both kind of like vibing in the fall, rustic themes, and just less like bright on the eyes. And oh yeah, I also build like a little, it is very little, but it's a snazzy little like employees only nectar making bit. Like it's an additional building outside with a few different rooms for making nectar. So you know, you got your hey, let people come and experience the nectar, and then you got your hey, the staff / family are making their, you know, exquisite apple nectar with their high nectar making skills to sell either here or, you know, maybe they'll just go out in the world with their I can't remember the name, but you know, one of the to be fair, there's a couple of them now depending on how many packs, right? The like market stall tables that your Sims can just take in their inventory anywhere. Oh look, you got a nice little chair to be like, hey, hard day making all that nectar, take a seat, rest. I do put a little keg so you can be like, pretend your Sims are, you know, sampling the nectar while they're taking a break. Because, you know, we may be a business, but we're not heartless. Our employees gotta be comfortable, they gotta take breaks. And stare at all the pictures of apples. Oh yeah, that, I really wanted to squeeze that in somewhere. I think just as a nice additional kitchen thing, but there is, I liked where that apple and pear picture, like, just sort of above the counter beside the cooker was too much. I was like, I can't undo this. There's a totally non-surprising secret in one of those rooms, because of course, they gotta get it fresh from the source, you know? Do you think anyone's made mods with pigs? I don't know, This makes me think more back to childhood nostalgia. Does anyone else remember the Pets games? Like, especially Pets 5? And the, like, mods, like oddballs and stuff, and people would make for additional creatures in that. That was a fun time. Anyway, screenshots. Nice little orchardiness. Also, Easter egg, those flowers by the picnic, well, over from the picnic tables, whilst not fully intentional, kind of ended up being vaguely shaped like my plushy pig. Not quite, but enough that, you know, if you squint and you know what you're looking for, you're like, you can see it. Your brain can do the pattern recognition thing, and I find that quite hilarious. I may literally have the pig on the brain in my flower arranging. See, apple blossoms, nice stone path. It's a pretty walkway, okay? Let your Sims enjoy it whilst they pat animals on the head and drink some apple nectar and buy some apple jam. I don't know, wear an apple outfit. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, feel free to check out my channel. I have plenty of other builds of various themes and random ideas and recreations. And until next time, have an apple. Enjoy. Goodbye.